Okay, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is the 15th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is once again written and directed by Sean Gunn. It stars the same cast from the first one, as well as some newcomers. This is not going to be too long. Now, I originally did a video review of this, already edited and ready to go, but when I processed it and rendered it to my new phone, because I'm using my old phone to record this, so I can get my catch-up review that I have yet to review finished very faster, so I can upload them, because I plan on uploading them all at once. But that original video did not process all the way, so here I am redoing it again. I'm still going to call it by the same name, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 movie review, aka defending a sequel to a surprising MCU movie. So yeah, basically the plot of this movie is Peter Quill and his friends are once again working together to save the world, and this time they are being hired by a powerful alien race known as the Sullivan, and they are to protect the precious batteries from invaders who are trying to get it. When it is discovered that Rocket Raccoon has stolen the items they were sent to guard, the Sullivan's dispatch their armada to search for vengeance. As the Guardians try to escape, the mystery of Peter's parentage is also involved and revealed. So, that's basically the plot of this movie in a nutshell. This movie is awesome, but it does have issues. But one of my biggest positives I can say about this movie is that it is a heck of a lot better than Doctor Strange. Not that I hated Doctor Strange, it's just that that movie, while good, I liked it. I loved it at first, but now but then I rewatched it again. Then Doctor Strange, I don't think is as great as everyone says it is. It's definitely not better than Spider-Man 2 or X-Men Days of Future Past or any other Marvel movie in general, or MCU movie in general, or any other superhero movie in general. Doctor Strange is just an overhyped okay movie. But that movie does have issues. I have. But this movie, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love the direction by James Gunn once again, and the writing also is really good. Some people complain that it's not as fresh as its predecessor, but I have to disagree. I think this is a lot of fun. The cast is once again great. Chris Pratt as Peter Quill, I like him. He's the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. We get to see his backstory, and working on this movie, Chris Pratt says it forced him to come to terms with the death of his own father. So that's pretty sad. And I have to say that his performance here is really great. It focuses on him. You get more. That's one thing I can say that's very good. You get to focus a lot more on the characters. Zoe Saldana as Gamora. She's still hot. I love her in this movie. She is a great assassin. I loved her. I like her relationship that she has with Nebula Volatile. Dave Bautista as Drax the Destroyer. Once again, great. He is amazing. He's still funny and driven and has an instance of heartbreak about him. I liked his backstory too. But there was a problem I have with him. Vin Diesel is Baby Groot. Really cute. A lot of people were, one of the reasons why a lot of people were excited to see this because of Baby Groot. I like him. And Baby Groot is also cute and he's funny. He's pressing, and then Bradley Cooper as Rocket, really cool. But he's just kind of, he is not, he's just a douche in this movie, but he's so funny. And he doesn't care. And I like the scene where him and Baby Groot are talking, and he says, "Don't press the button," and he presses the button. Baby Groot is a baby. You also got Michael Rooker as Gillan de Ondonta. He's a blue-skinned Bacana who is the leader of the Ravagers. And he's a fatherly figure to Peter Quill and member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. He was once again great. I liked him. Karen Gillan was also once again great. And I like the newer cast too. You get once again Seth Green as Howard, the voice of Howard the Duck. So that was pretty cool. Howard the Duck appears twice in this movie. That's really cool. And you also have an uncredited cameo by Miley Cyrus, which at first I was like, why are you putting Miley Cyrus in an MCU movie? But I still like Miley Cyrus. Also, new characters. You got Sylvester Stallone in here as Stockholm Orgard. I liked him. Sean Gunn is Kraglin. He was back from the first one. I liked him. Chris Sullivan as Taserface. I liked him. Elizabeth Debicki as Aisha. I liked her, but she was just there. But Pom Klementieff as Mantis, she's beautiful. I love her. She is gorgeous. She is a beautiful girl. I like her. She was amazing in here. And I have to say that she was pretty good. So yeah. All the cast is great. I like the cast in here. The action in this movie is fantastic. I love all the action in scenes. They're just pretty fun and awesome. The effects are also really good too. I love the effects. They're just really good, especially the work on Baby Groot that Industrial Light Magic did. That's pretty nice. The soundtrack is hit and miss. I love the soundtrack, but there were some songs that kind of felt like, And yeah, well, I do like the soundtrack to Suicide Squad, and that soundtrack in that movie had some hit and miss. This one also does have hit and miss, but I still love both soundtracks equally. And I like that we get to go into the true parentage of Peter Quill in this movie, give him some more story. That was pretty amazing. And Kurt Russell as Ego, I loved him. I liked the chemistry with him and Chris Pratt. They are just amazing. This is probably the best father-son duo I've seen in a movie since Stellan Skarsgård and Orlando Bloom in the other two Pirates of the Caribbean sequels before On Stranger Tides and Dead Man Telling the Tales. Harrison Ford and Sean Connery in Last Crusade. Just, yeah. And I also love the rest of the movie, how it plays out. The editing is also really good. I love the movie, how James Gunn shoots this movie is really good. This movie feels very much like Star Wars, but with the MCU. And I know a lot of people hate the new Disney Star Wars, but I am somebody who loves the new Disney Star Wars movies. I'm looking forward to The Last Jedi. Even though that's going to be sad to watch because it's Carrie Fisher's last one, may she rest in peace, I'm still going to watch it. But back to Guardians 2. Yeah, I pretty much have a lot of good things to talk about. But while I do like this movie, I do have some issues with this film. And I'm going to touch on the negatives, why I didn't like. Like I said, some of the soundtrack in this movie is very hit and miss for me, but the soundtrack is fine for the most part. I did forget to say that people say this movie is not as fresh as the first one. I think this is just as fun as the first one. I think this is a good movie. I think this is great. I think this is fun. But the negatives I just pointed out one. The other negatives I have with this movie is that I feel like most of the jokes are very hit and miss too. Even though the jokes were funny, I did not need to see hear a poop joke from Drax the Destroyer and all these other freaking jokes I don't like. I'm like, come on, Marvel. I'm not doubting them. I'm not saying they can do any wrong, but they have done wrong this year with Iron Fist. And I hated that freaking show. I never want to watch that show again, and I hope that show does not get a season 2, which I know it is. I'm not watching another season of Iron bullshit, because that movie is that show is just bullshit. Also, there's way too many MCU post-credit scenes. I know you're trying to get us ready for Infinity War and stuff, but adding 5 post-credit scenes during and after the credits is just too much. It's way too much. I like some of them. I like the ones with Howard the Duck, and I like another post-credit scene that deals with Baby Groot returning back to normal. But the other 2, I really can do without. I really can do without those. And just some of this movie, it does kind of get a little boring, but it's not as boring as Doctor Strange was. I'm not saying Doctor Strange was fan-forced boring, but Doctor Strange was boring because it took way too long to get to action scenes. And what did I get? Only 2 action scenes. Doctor Strange could have used more action, in the same with the 2005 Fantastic Four movie, but I still like both of them. But Doctor Strange 2 better have more action than this Marvel. But I'm saying that Guardians 2 is still a fun movie. I still love the movie. I don't get the hate. People just say this is the worst Marvel movie, MCU movie, worst Guardians. I actually kind of prefer this one over the first one. I don't know why, but I prefer this one over the second one. So yeah, I'm not spending too much time on this because I don't want to make this 22 minutes long. But I will say this is a great movie. This is a fun one. It's a fun, lighthearted, fun adventure film. And this movie is done good at the box office. And this is one of my favorite movies of 2017. So, yeah, that says a lot. Overall, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is another great addition to the MCU movies. It does have 2 problems I don't like, but there are still some things I can really enjoy, and I can't wait to see them in Avengers Infinity War. I know they're not going to be killed off because we're getting a Guardians of the Galaxy 3 soon. And Infinity War, yeah, I am expecting some characters to get killed off. As long as you don't kill off the Guardians, as long as you don't kill off Scarlet Witch, or Black Widow, or Spider-Man. I would be very upset if you kill off Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch, or Black Widow, because I love Tom Holland, I love Scarlett Johansson, I love Elizabeth Olsen, and Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch. She is my favorite Avenger. And I have a crush on Elizabeth Olsen, so what are you going to do? But anyways, but only thing that will hurt Infinity War is that a few characters dying, and possibly Sebastian Stan becoming new Captain America. Oh my gosh. Granted, I'm giving Bucky's character the benefit of the doubt because he was not in control, but I still hate the twist in Captain America Civil War. But I don't know if I'm so sure about him being the new Captain America, because Chris Evans has said Avengers 4 is his last one. So if he does leave, I'd rather you just not have Captain America in any other MCU movie at all. But you know you gotta have Captain America. So yeah. Overall, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 will get a better than Vampire Diaries. So yeah, that was my review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Let me know what you guys think of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is it one of your favorite MCU movies? Is it your least favorite? Do you think it's bad? And do you think this, which one do you like more? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 or Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? And if you like this video, you can click here and we can all have a good time.